Living through narcissistic abuse leaves profound emotional scars, and it's not uncommon for survivors to find solace within the walls of their homes. Here are 10 reasons why individuals who have experienced narcissistic abuse often prefer the comfort and safety of their homes. 1. Safety sanctuary. Home, as a sanctuary, not only shields survivors from external turmoil but becomes a canvas for rebuilding a shattered sense of security. The lesson ingrained here is that safety isn't merely physical. It's a multidimensional concept encompassing emotional and psychological well-being. Survivors discover that safety can be consciously curated, fostering an environment where trust in oneself and others can be gradually rebuilt. The sanctuary of home teaches the invaluable lesson that creating a safe space is an active and ongoing process, emphasizing the importance of intentionally designing environments that nurture one's overall security. Imagine arriving home after a day of navigating the external chaos inflicted by a narcissist. As you step through your front door, a profound sense of relief envelops you. The comforting embrace of your home becomes a sanctuary, a space where you can release the tension that the outside world has imposed. This emotional example underscores the importance of home as a refuge, teaching you that safety is not just a physical concept but a crucial emotional anchor. 2. Reclaiming control. In the act of reclaiming control within the home, survivors embark on a journey of rediscovering autonomy and self-determination. The lessons extend beyond home decor choices. They penetrate the core of personal agency. The realization unfolds that every decision, no matter how seemingly insignificant, contributes to a larger narrative of empowerment. Survivors learn that the intentional exercise of control, even in mundane aspects of life, becomes a stepping stone toward rebuilding their self-esteem. The lesson emphasizes that the process of reclaiming control is a journey, not a destination, highlighting the transformative power of small, intentional actions within the safe confines of home. 3. Emotional healing. As you engage in a quiet evening of self-reflection in the cozy corners of your home, you find solace in the healing power of solitude. The lessons unfold as you navigate the emotional terrain within the safety of your walls. You learn that emotional healing is not a linear path but a complex and individualized process, and home becomes the canvas where you paint your emotional masterpiece, one stroke at a time. At home, emotional healing becomes an intentional and personalized process, echoing the lesson that healing is unique for each survivor. The home environment becomes a laboratory for experimenting with therapeutic practices, whether it be mindfulness, self-reflection, or seeking professional help. Survivors learn that emotional healing is an active engagement with their own emotions, and the home serves as the nurturing backdrop for this journey. The lesson ingrained is that healing is multifaceted, requiring patience and a willingness to explore various methods until a personalized approach is discovered within the comforting walls of a home. 4. Rebuilding trust. Within the home, the process of rebuilding trust unfolds as survivors deliberately surround themselves with elements that embody reliability and dependability. The lesson learned is that trust, though fragile, can be cultivated and strengthened through intentional choices in the home environment. Survivors discover that building trust is not just about external factors but involves an internal shift, recognizing the trustworthiness within oneself and others. The home becomes a symbolic space where the lesson is vivid. Trust is a reciprocal process that starts from within and radiates outward. 5. Avoidance of triggers. Home becomes a meticulously crafted environment that facilitates the avoidance of triggers associated with past trauma. Survivors learn the profound lesson that managing triggers is an essential skill in the healing journey. The home environment, with its intentionally controlled setting, serves as a training ground for identifying, understanding, and effectively navigating triggers. The lesson here extends to the broader understanding that triggers, once identified, can be managed, allowing survivors to engage with life more fully without being perpetually held hostage by past traumas. Picture an evening at home, deliberately curated to minimize exposure to triggers. The calm environment allows you to engage in activities without the looming threat of past traumas. This emotional journey teaches you that managing triggers is an empowering skill, enabling you to navigate life more freely without constantly anticipating the specter of emotional pain. Hello, viewers! Surprisingly, 80% of you haven't subscribed. If you're enjoying this informative video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Your support means a lot. Now, let's continue. 6. Empowerment Oasis. At home, survivors intentionally cultivate an environment that reflects their newfound empowerment, emphasizing the lesson that empowerment is an ongoing and intentional process. The home becomes an oasis, where survivors actively engage in activities that reinforce their sense of strength and resilience. Through the process of curating this empowering oasis, survivors learn that empowerment is not a one-time achievement, but a dynamic journey of self-discovery and growth. The home becomes a living testament to the profound lesson that embracing one's power is an ongoing and transformative endeavor. 7. Establishing boundaries. Visualize yourself asserting a boundary within the comforting confines of your home. Perhaps it's setting aside personal time without interruption. This emotional lesson unfolds as you recognize that boundaries are not restrictive but liberating, allowing you to prioritize your well-being and assert your needs without guilt. Home becomes the training ground for establishing and reinforcing emotional boundaries. Survivors learn the crucial lesson that asserting boundaries is not an act of selfishness, but a fundamental aspect of self-care. The home environment, with its physical and emotional boundaries, serves as a tangible representation of the lesson that establishing clear limits is a vital component of maintaining emotional well-being. Survivors recognize that boundaries are not barriers but essential structures that facilitate healthy connections and protect against future instances of abuse. 8. Connecting with inner self. The home, as a haven for introspection, becomes the classroom where survivors reconnect with their authentic selves. The lesson learned is that self-discovery is an ongoing journey that requires deliberate moments of reflection and connection with one's innermost desires, values, and aspirations. Survivors discover that the home environment, when intentionally curated to reflect their true selves, becomes a supportive backdrop for this continuous process of self-exploration and understanding. 9. Controlled social interactions. Within the home, survivors intentionally navigate social interactions, choosing when and how they engage with others. The lesson ingrained is that mindful and intentional social interactions contribute to healthier connections. Survivors learn that quality triumphs over quantity in relationships, and the home environment becomes a laboratory for experimenting with different ways of engaging with others while prioritizing personal comfort and well-being. Envision intentionally choosing when and how to engage with others within your home. This emotional scenario underscores the importance of mindful social interactions, illustrating that the quality of connections matters more than quantity. Your home becomes a space for experimenting with social engagement while prioritizing your comfort and well-being. 10. Creating a positive environment. Picture the emotional shift as you intentionally infuse positivity into your living space. The uplifting decor, soothing colors, and intentional activities contribute to a positive atmosphere. This emotional example teaches you that external environments deeply impact your mental state, and your home becomes a constant reminder of the transformative power of fostering positivity. Home, intentionally curated for positivity, becomes a dynamic space that contributes significantly to mental well-being. The lesson learned is that external environments profoundly impact one's mental state, and intentional efforts to create a positive space lead to enhanced emotional health and resilience. Survivors recognize the transformative power of a positive environment within the home, influencing their overall well-being and serving as a constant reminder that fostering positivity is an active and ongoing process. Understanding the inclination of those abused by narcissists to seek comfort at home provides insights into the complex journey of healing and recovery. The home becomes not just a physical space, but a vital component in the transformative process of reclaiming one's sense of self and rebuilding a life free from the shadows of past abuse.